ॐ निजस्वरूपबोधकं कृपाकरं भयापहं समं शिवं निरञ्जनं भजेहराममद्वयम्. In some popular versions of Ramayana, there is a romantic episode of Rama and Sita seeing each other in flower garden. There, both fall in love with each other and hope they will get married. Though this episode is very interesting, we do not find mention of this in Valmiki's Ramayana. And if one understands Rama correctly, they will realize that this is very uncharacteristic of Rama and even Sita to behave in this manner. Another popular myth regarding their marriage is the Swayamvara episode. It is told that all kings, including Ravana, tried unsuccessfully to lift the bow. It is said that Ravana comes back to kidnap Sita to avenge the humiliation in this Swayamvara episode. Now, this again is not found in Valmiki's Ramayana. It is clear that the bow was given to Janaka's predecessors by Shiva through Varuna after Dakshayajna episode. Sita was found by Janaka when he was plowing earth as part of Yajna. Because she was special, Janaka wanted her partner also to be similar. Therefore, he set a tough qualifier for her marriage. Many kings did try to lift the bow, but there is no mention of Ravana participating in it. The defeated kings launched an attack on Janaka, and he was saved by timely help of Devas. When Vishwamitra comes to Mithila with Rama and Lakshmana, it was basically to attend the Yajna. It is Janaka who mentions about the bow and the condition for his daughter's marriage. After Rama breaks the bow, Janaka arranges for the marriage. Now, what happened next is very interesting. This story is told by Sita to Anusuya at the end of Ayodhya Khanda. Rama apparently refused to get married without the consent of his father. So, word had to be sent to Dasharatha. The great king in turn asked the counsel of his guru Vasistha. So the chain of command was established. Son seeks the permission of father, and father in turn asks the guru for approval. Only after this process was complete, the marriage commences. Rama repeatedly tells that he likes Sita because she was the girl approved by his father. Though they are not related to their fathers biologically, both Rama and Sita are famous by their father's name, Dasharati and Janaki, indicating their closeness and reverence to their fathers. Though initially only Rama and Lakshmana's marriage was decided, it was Vishwamitra who suggests that Bharata and Shatrughna should also get married to daughters of Janaka's brother Kushadwaja. The marriage, though later poets celebrate as a grand affair, appears to be a very simple one in Valmiki's work. It is completed in only 3 shlokas in Valmiki's Ramayana. Traditional commentators make an interesting observation in this episode. The careful study of grammar, especially the Vibhakti Pratyaya or preposition, tells us that it is the Saptami Vibhakti which is used here instead of Chaturthi Vibhakti. In Kannada, it is Ninnalli Saptami instead of Ninage Chaturthi Vibhakti. That is, when Janaka gives the hand of Sita to Rama, he says, Sitayannu Ninnalli Koduತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ instead of Sitayannu Ninage Koduತ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ. Saptami instead of Chaturthi. This has a huge implication in understanding the nature of marriage. What it implies is, when Janaka gives Sita to Rama, he says conditions apply. This system of nyasa or deposit is a central theme of Indian marriage tradition. Girls are never given away permanently to their husbands. In rare case, if anything goes wrong, daughter could be called back by father. Sita and Rama's marriage is an example of how Indian tradition viewed the institution of marriage as coming together of two families instead of two individuals. स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यां परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महिं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु।